All right, today we're chatting about the sevens and the minor arcana of the tarot. The sevens pertain to challenges, responsibility, and personal development, okay? So victory, research, magic, and spirituality will be the theme here. So cups. Cups represent feelings and emotions, as well as things just kind of floating around, right? And maybe not able to hone in on something specific. Maybe there is a lot going on. Someone is in their thoughts, and the cups pictured here are not real, but represent emotional thoughts, okay? The different kinds of cups stand for a variety of options, wishes, impulses, or goals that the man might have. So if someone has a bunch going on, they're going to be dealing with making choices and having a variety of choices to make it from, having the opportunity to choose, envisioning all the possibilities and potential plans for the future, maybe even a bit of daydreaming, maybe even creative thinking, brainstorming, vision boarding could be the Seven of Cups. So the shadow side of this would be a lack of focus or unquieted mind, like very busy, wishful thinking, delusional, or fooling oneself. Maybe this is representing some unrealistic, impractical, or unrealized plans, and that they're being carried away by the fantasy. An inability to choose or procrastination is also being represented here with the Seven of Cups. All right, so the next one we're doing is the Seven of Swords. Pardon, Seven of Swords. Woof, someone's coming in hot. All right, so there's a wolf in the background there, and it's eating a sheep, okay, that it's just attacked. The wolf is representing a moral instinct, okay? There's nothing wrong with killing livestock from the wolf's point of view. He wanted to do it and he did it. So that's like the instinct, okay? The man is the shepherd running away from the scene behind him. He has failed to protect his flock, with one animal dead and the rest abandoned and in danger. This represents shameful behavior, irresponsibility, and running away from the scene of a crime. The sheep, crook, laying on the ground, the shepherd's tool symbolizes an abdication of responsibility. Swords and daggers carried by hand, backpack, and the belt sheath. These 7 blades represent mental excuses and rationalizations for abandoning someone's duties. Take note that the 4 swords in the man's backpack appear to be stabbing him in the back. So even though he thinks he's getting away with something, he's still harming himself with excuses and lies. And I would add that those that are stabbing him in the back could be swords of others who he thinks may have his back but don't. Another possibility here is that the man has stolen these swords, in which case they would represent stolen ideas, plagiarism, or writing or hacked information. So when we see this card, it's kind of speaks to someone's character, okay? You or them, depending on the question. So this card represents self-deception. It represents rationalizing bad behavior, okay, at whatever cost, okay? Thinking you're getting away with something and sneaking off, or not taking responsibility for something and running away, as well as theft, any type of theft or hacked information with the swords, or trying to steal or manipulate someone's mindset, okay? Also very important. So believing that someone, including self, is too weak or bad to be anything but a terrible or corrupt person. Taking responsibility for one's own bad behavior is a step toward growth and becoming a good person. So this is representing, like, if this was in the shadow position. Once a person leaves a bad situation or the scene of the crime, he can reflect on his role in the sequence of events and learn from it. So if you saw this in reverse, That means that there is someone learning a lesson as a result of leaving the scene of a crime or being involved in a bad situation. So the message here is, you think you're getting away with something now, but watch out. It may come back to bite you or stab you in the back. 7 of Pentacles. Let's see. I like this one. This one really represents growth for me. So let's see. These beautiful pink pentacles, they are the fruits of your labor, and they are the final product, and it's a cash crop or inventory or something that can be recognized and harvested. There's a shovel and a watering can. So this is equipment. It's currently not in use, but it's indicating that the first phase of gardening is over. The ground was tilled, the seeds were planted, the plants were tended. It's just about time for harvest. The gardener, the woman, looks at the fruit on her bush, pondering what she'll do next. Well, let's let the fruit grow another week and we'll harvest it. How much should we sell it? How much should we keep? Where will the inventory be stored? This represents evaluating the situation and deciding on a plan. So when you see the 7 of Pentacles, it's kind of getting your ducks in a row and evaluating what is the current situation and how do we come up with a plan. So again, taking time to pause and reflect about the current project you are involved with and how it has developed along the way. Has it gone smoothly? Have you done a good job? Would you have done anything different? Okay, so this is kind of like, all right, we're looking at the big picture here. Timing is also important and a factor when making a plan. Projects need time to develop, so certain things might be completed before others or may be dependent of another. And so being patient with the process. Also coming up with some sort of energy investment strategy, having a plan, maybe even for material assets and inventory. And again, overall, making a practical plan for the future. And some growth and development as well. Personal development. 7 of Wands. Okay. Well, I wouldn't mess with her if I were you. She is strong and tough, and she does not bend under pressure. She represents having the conviction and confidence to defend oneself and one's position. Her posture represents stand your ground. She has a sword, right? But she's not like holding it. It's actually on her belt. And this represents convictions and beliefs that are proudly worth defending. So she's standing up for her beliefs. The 6 of Wands at the bottom, they're in opposition to her. So they represent like an attack, a confrontation, or a challenge that she's being presented with. The woman's shield and wand, these are tools and methods used to defend herself. And here's the thing, like she's heavily armed and capable to defend whatever she's standing her ground on. So, and she's also on elevated ground, which I find great because this woman stands slightly above those who attack her, showing that she is different and apart from the rest of the crowd. It represents having a distinct, perhaps unique and firm position about an issue. The ground is also a legal word meaning like basis, premise, and reason, as in the grounds for a divorce or grounds for a favorable outcome. So there's also an angel here that provides spiritual and emotional support to help strengthen her convictions, okay? So this is you defending yourself and your position, standing your ground and standing up for what you believe and having strong boundaries, okay? This is also being up to a challenge that you're being presented with. This also can be not avoiding conflict, okay, if it comes your way. So this also can be like someone in defensive mode or feeling like they need to defend themselves against something. Maybe they're feeling like you have differing opinions and therefore they feel like they would need to advocate for their truth. Okay, there's also that in the 7 of Wands. Hope you guys enjoyed the 7s. I'll be posting the 8s next. Take care now.